And this broken down building, interesting, but cow grates right there. There's too much traffic going on around here to get close. It looks like the door's wide open. You can walk right in and take a look inside, but it's just too much on the road next to it going on. Maybe consider trying to get in there in the morning if I'm able to survive the night. This definitely has a lot of broken down areas, but it seems pretty relaxed. A fair amount of, I guess you could call it Indian graffiti. Oh, that's a Gila monster. The lizards are a little bit bigger heading south. Alright, in Tuba City, I'm thinking that I'll try to park in the Quality Inn parking lot, and if any security guys come out, I'll be like, hey, I'm thinking about checking in. What's the price? And then if they say whatever, I'll just be like, that's too high. I don't want to pay that. Can you come down? Or no, can you come down? And then maybe they'll be like, nah, sorry. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll take off then.
Set it on this side. Thank you so much.
The Tuba City boarding school appears to be locked up tight all around. I get the impression they have cows running through the city. Wow, these are annoying. Alright, so I don't think I would stop and use the food bank. It's over here, but I would be like, I don't think any white people, it's hard for me to tell if any white people are even allowed to live in this city. Yeah, these are the doors. I thought I saw 2 different times now. It would be open on Monday too. Well, either way, I'm not. Yeah, this whole church is fenced in. Well, they do have a free sign here, so they must expect some. No, they don't. This is all boxed in. Interesting. Yeah, the place looks kind of poor. Hey, Poochie. They got these puddles of water on the roads in parts of the neighborhood. Alright, so there's a spot I could enter the school ground. They got an open gate. But really, I don't know what I could gain from looking around more the interior. It looks interesting from the map. And it looks like this is a building without a roof. Maybe an old church or something. And this water tower is interesting. Look at that. It doesn't say just Tuba City. It's Tuba City Boarding School. If I went on to the school grounds, this would still be fenced off from everybody. That's an interesting building. Over there is an interesting building. What's the deal with this? Maybe a fire? I wonder if this is part of the school. Tuba City Public Library? Wow. 1932. Oh, they even have a ramp. I wonder why they moved this from this library. They go from one shoddy looking building to another. They still are getting electricity. But it's not, but it's all zeros. Pretty much all zeros. Something pooped. Is that a horse? Or a large human? Yeah, the ants are active. They took down the air conditioning. Gotta say, part of the reason that I was falling asleep in the library today was that the internet is very slow. I couldn't even get an upload up. It was like cutting off too. It's pretty frustrating. So this is not far from the school. It looks like it might be abandoned. Yeah, they got boards over the windows. You could get in through that window. Man, it's like I need something to reach up so I can look through some of them taller windows. Okay, this is near the hospital. Yeah, too much sun. Here we go. Get a look at it. Now there are a lot of these style, that stonework. It's definitely long lasting. I get the impression this behavioral health Navajo Nation department is out of business. Look at this grass. Oh, maybe not. The building looks in pretty good shape. How this fence got such a bend on it is interesting. This fence property is definitely abandoned next to the behavioral health. Wow, you see the original bricks and they put plaster over. Doyle Shamley for AZ house? What's an AZ house? Indian health. They talk about how humans have a lot of similarities, but these Indians definitely developed different diets. They became, as all I know is the Navajos are big meat eaters. They'll eat meat, but I wonder what plants they might get affected by. Now, these people make extensive use of fence. Fence. Even in this old abandoned building, still got remnants. The fence is old, but the posts look new. You really get the impression that the Navajo Nation had quite a bit of money and invested a lot in fence. But there's particular things they just don't see as important, like cleaning the streets. I don't think they have any street cleaners. This is really strange. Next to this nice school, I can't even cross the road. They got a fence in the way to get back to the hospital. I had that one little way that I got through, and now it's like I don't see the end of this fence. Some kind of barrier for the school. It's like, this is all nice. They don't prioritize weeding. They don't see weeding as a big deal. Yeah, of course. Aggressively prosecuted. Taking shortcuts definitely involves having good fence climbing skills. Alright, this is kind of on the school property. Just gonna take a look at the field. They must water these plants. It's pretty green. And no, that's not blooming. Some kind of red growth. Oh. Yeah, this field's all locked up. You're not allowed access to it. And all it is a dirt track. It's kind of beat up. I'm on some kind of a back road. It's getting around the city. It looks like there's some kind of a turnstile to get through the fence. Not sure why they find that important, because it doesn't look like it would deter dogs. Probably deter horses. It's really interesting to see so much green vegetation around here, because I don't believe it's getting watered. It looks like it's mostly natural stuff. They get enough natural water. They got a Draper Glass company over here, so they're making glass in the city. And then this is a rundown building again. I was thinking about walking in. Because I got the impression the door is wide open. They just didn't even bother to put boards over the windows. And I'm trying to take like a shortcut, and there's a fence in the way. Yeah, the door is wide open. I don't want to get in trouble, because I did see some cops drive by. It's pretty neat though. People have definitely gone in the graffiti. And it's not far down from McDonald's or the Tuba trading post. It's another abandoned building. No trespassing or no parking maybe. Too many of these places, they make advertisements, a big deal about them having Wi-Fi, and then it turns out that there's a security lock on it. I just don't understand how there's so many puddles around. Is that from plumbing or is that from a recent rain? Yeah, this is bad. Tuba City is definitely a downgrade from Page. But I guess I'll need that for Flagstaff, because Flagstaff is really going to be more of a stress. I'm going to lack exercise again and other things that I enjoy, all in the name of checking the place out, though you got to give up them things. But I really, it's nice to discover places I don't expect that have nice places that suit my needs for cooking and exercise. But as far as I'm seeing in this city, it's definitely not. I don't see anywhere that I want to be. Really, I'm trying to be sneaky with where I'm parking overnight. I don't see anywhere else I could just relax and park. I stayed a week in Page and enjoyed it. I'm only staying a night in Tuba City, if I can survive it. Alright, so that Navajo guy was not kidding. It is cold in Flagstaff. Its temperature recordings are saying that it can get as low as 29 at night in the next couple of days. I don't know how long I want to stay there. And then it can snow pretty heavily. That's scary. It's kind of neat that it never goes above 100 degrees. But the winters are especially cold. I'm curious. Well, okay, first of all, make an observation. Navajo seem to mind their own business compared to Mexicans. When I was in Woodburn, Oregon, I felt like I was being stared at a lot. But here, I don't really. I kind of get that feeling, but I kind of don't. It's much less. And also, that's the first thought I was thinking is, what happens when they get stressed out? Like when the Navajo gets stressed out, how do they deal with that? That's something I'd really like to find out. Because from what I'm observing in Navajo, they really take everything very lightheartedly. But, I mean, everybody has their stress points. Wait a second. We accept Navajo Nation WIC cards, like, what was that, WIC? Do they have their own kind of food stamps card? Just as Wikipedia said, the fall weather is fantastic. It's just the right temperature. Oh, this is a theater. I thought Harkins was a grocery store, a new type of grocery store. It's a theater, I believe. It looks like it's set up to like have other businesses, but this whole Harkins building is for a theater. I don't think they can move in any other kind of a business. And then that Purina logo behind it. That's a curious business.